problem with pre-recording a load and scheduling them during a busy week is that when you run out of pre-recordings, it seems like it's been forever since you last did one, even though it's only been about a week. But nevertheless, we're here, and we're back for number 17, 16. Wait. 16, I think, of the TEW 2016 challenge run. Things need to stop fucking popping up over the side, and without any more further ado, because it's gone on for a while already, let's just get into it. Before I do start, I forgot to mention, this isn't like a laziness thing, which overcame me during the season 1. I actually had reasons for going away. Basically, I went to book SmackDown a couple of days ago and found out that the save had corrupted and the backup had taken me to before Fastlane, so I had to rebook Fastlane, I had to rebook Raw, and that took me a couple of days to do because it just annoyed me, and then I've just been busy on top of that with other stuff. But we're back now, and we start right down with a graphic for a tag team match, I believe a rematch from last week. EC3 once again team of Jeff Hardy take on Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura, and then before the graphic fades away, you sort of in the background hear some sort of commotion from the back, like people getting attacked and shouting, and then we cut to Rusev and Shinsuke, who are laying out Jeff Hardy backstage and like tossing him into the garage door, having him stand up against it while Rusev gives him a big kick, and they walk off really happy, knowing they've taken down the EC3's partner for the main event. Real show opens with Peyton Royce standing in the ring with the title over her shoulder, and she talks about Sasha and Bayley and the Riot Squad who advanced in the sort of mini tournament. Well, they're going to face each other on Raw next week, and then the winner of that will face the winners of the SmackDown side. But she challenges either of them to dare and face her and her new partner, who she will reveal soon. And she says she's going to sit down and pay close attention to the upcoming match because the SmackDown side is now starting, and this first match will pit rivals against each other as Naomi and Sonya Deville lose to Carmella and Lana because of a distraction from Mandy Rose. And yeah, so Carmella turned on Naomi, Mandy turned on Sonya. Lana's just there, but they get the win because Carmella and Lana are the tag team. But SmackDown's women's division as a whole is really, really shallow, so finding 2 more teams was a bit of a stretch. I shall see later on. We get a recap of the Fastlane stuff with Charlotte, Asuka and Nikki Cross, with Charlotte getting involved and causing a match to go to a no contest, and then we say that Charlotte will be here next week to address what she did, why she did it, and the future of the SmackDown Women's title. Just a short little match. Eric Young gets beaten by the Big Show, who's back because he needs to be in that Battle Royal because no one can eliminate him. And Eric Young loses again. We then come back from a commercial break or whatever, or maybe just cut straight there, I'm not sure. And we see Nikki Cross, she's behind like some sort of bars. And she's like shaking it, pulling her hair. And she's shouting about Eric Young losing again. She's screaming like, where's the chaos? She's had enough on her plate having to deal with like the Asuka and Charlotte situation. Now she has to look after Eric Young too. Then she shouts, you too, and then we fade away and show Wolf and Dane standing there. And they're sort of looking at her puzzled. And she's like, chaos next week. You's better not let me down. Because she's getting stressed out because of the Asuka and Charlotte situation. And Wolf and Dane are now her last hope to try and keep her sane, I guess. Here's the other women's tag match. The Bella Twins pop in for a one-off against an NXT team because this is the state of SmackDown's women's tag division. Io and Kairi are back for, I was going to say one night, but at least 2 because they won, so they advanced to the SmackDown final. Not much to that. Come back from a break and The Miz is in the ring. Suit, shades, got the microphone in his hand, twirling it around like a dickhead. He says he only teamed with Shane because he felt bad for Shane. Shane was clinging on to his glory days because he's just doing everything he can, like jumping off tall stuff to try and make people still think he's cool. And then he came in and stole the trophy that Miz had earned, the Best in the World Cup at Crown Jewel. And Miz says he's happy to announce he's now put him out of commission and proved that himself, the Miz, is the real best in the world. And then we see Shane appear on the Titantron from his phone in a local medical facility. He congratulates the Miz and he's like, congrats, you're right. You did prove yourself right, but not that you're the best in the world. You proved that you are the coward we all knew you are. And because of the Miz's actions, yes, WrestleMania may no longer be in Shane McMahon's future. However, he still has authority here on SmackDown, and WrestleMania is still very much in the Miz's future. But Shane says it may not be him that has to face the Miz at WrestleMania because of what he did, but he's handpicked somebody who can face Miz at WrestleMania. Aleister Black comes out, stares a hole through the Miz, doesn't say anything, and Miz just starts laughing at him. He asks Shane, he's like, is this rookie all that you've given me to face at WrestleMania? Is it going to be easy? WrestleMania will be a memorable must-see show because against a rookie like this, Miz will set the record for winning a WrestleMania match in the shortest amount of time. And then he turns around, absolutely nailed with a black mass kick. Sunglasses get shattered. They go flying off his face, probably into the crowd. He just drops backwards. And he's laid out by SmackDown's newcomer. Didn't click that, apparently. Speaking of random matches, we have Randy Orton beating Ty Dillinger here. No reason to it. Well, there is a reason. This is the reason. Orton is celebrating his win after the match. He's doing the Randy Orton pose in the corner. And then the crowd just starts erupting into cheers for seemingly no reason, because you can't see anything on screen. Then Orton gets off the top rope, he turns around, and then AJ comes flying in from off screen, nails him from a forearm. Crowd goes absolutely fucking wild. AJ celebrates, running around, slapping the ropes, getting all fired up as the crowd continues to chant for him, because he'd have got some serious height on this forearm. Uso penitentiary segment again. Usos, they come out with their tag titles. They brag about being the team that broke up Shane McMahon and The Miz. And then they proved their dominance once again when they beat the New Day at Fastlane. Then the Bar come out. And they say that since the top of the SmackDown division is just them, the New Day and the Usos, and the New Day lost their shot at the Usos, at Fastlane, then the next logical step would be for the Bar to get a shot at the Usos at WrestleMania. New Day come out and says that the Bar don't get handed these opportunities. They have to earn their title matches like everyone else does. And what better opponents to earn a match against than the very team you've just admitted are one of the cornerstones of SmackDown's tag division, the New Day. And that match is an 86. God damn, that's a good. Well, I wasn't expecting that match to do that well. Is this the main event? No, the Rusev tag match is the main event, god damn it. Anyway, the Bar lose to the New Day when Big E pins Sheamus off a distraction from Rey Mysterio and Andrade. Interesting situation with 4 different seemingly tag teams, because we don't know for sure about Rey and Andrade, emerging here tonight. Kathy Kelly's backstage interviewing EC3 and tells him about what happened to Jeff Hardy and how he's been taken out of the tag match later tonight, and the EC3's got to find a new tag team partner. Before he can even respond and say he's going to look or whatever, Mustafa Ali walks into frame, and he says to EC3 that he's willing to team with him tonight as long as it means when they win, he looks forward to having a match against EC3 with the US title on the line. Ali offers a handshake, EC3 accepts it, and they're seemingly partners for tonight. We get the match, which is also good. I no longer feel bad about not putting the Bar on last. And it's Rusev and Shinsuke who pick up the win. Shinsuke pins EC3 with a Kinshasa because Mustafa Ali was taken out mid-match by Samoa Joe, the man he injured, the man who's not finished with Ali after Fastlane, getting involved in this here tonight. Closing segment. Daniel Bryan and Rowan come out for the main event. Braun says he beat Ali and Joe at Fastlane, so he's now officially defeated every single superstar on SmackDown. So, come WrestleMania, since there's no competition, WWE Champion getting the night off. Triple H comes out, he's like, "Brian, you're right. You have beaten every single challenger that's faced you from SmackDown, and that is impressive. However, you're the WWE Champion. You're not getting the night off at WrestleMania. And if you've beaten all the competition there is to beat here on SmackDown, why not bring in even more competition?" Now, this is interesting because I want to preface this by saying that all WWE title matches and all championship matches, most of the WrestleMania card as a whole, I have had booked since before episode 1. Since January IRL time. Before any news or leaks or anything was coming out about what the WWE title match would be at WrestleMania. So, I thought what I was doing here was really out of the box and really unique. Turns out, it's not. Because Kevin Owens is the man who comes out, gets in Bryan's face, stares him down, and then they have the WrestleMania logo lurking behind them and the show ends. So Kevin Owens is Daniel Bryan's challenger for WrestleMania. Show ends, we get an 89B+, that is a damn good SmackDown. And I'll pause now and we'll get to 205 Live. And we're back for what is going to be probably an extremely short, probably even a minute long 205 Live if I'm honest. Because Mania season's in full swing, competition is at its highest, so we're just going to have 4 singles matches to try and get people points, try and earn themselves that match at WrestleMania they all want. Starting with Grand Metalik picking up, I believe, his 2nd point when he beats Tony Nese here. 61C, pretty good match, they've got pretty good chem. Next up, didn't click the button, Sin Cara makes his 205 Live debut, picking up a win over Arya Davari. He's scoring a 61, he's actually doing pretty good. He'll definitely help the show by being here because for whatever reason, this mod has given Sin Cara a fair bit of popularity, despite him being Sin Cara. Next up, Cedric and TJP both looking to get their first points on the board. And it's Cedric who gets the win of a kick to kill, 13 minutes. TJP loses. And then in the main event, 2 people already with 1 point apiece. Tyler Bate picked up the win over Lio Rush. Well, actually the worst match on the whole show, for whatever reason. And with only 3 weeks till Mania, Leo is going to have to pin Buddy Murphy if he wants to get a shot at the title. And that was a quick 205 Live over and done with. Terrible rating, but yeah, it doesn't matter. Here are the current scoreboard. We've got Metalik and Tyler Bate on 2 points. Cedric and Sin Cara on 1 point. And I'll see you next time when we're booking Raw.